As the new year rolls around, so do the resolutions to lose weight. Some people may be into the strange detox diets where all they do is drink juice. Some may take the Weight Watchers route, and others may partake in the low-carb diet. The idea of a low-carb diet is often scary to people and has mixed reviews. People who choose this method of dieting have to be very strict with themselves, and it really takes some dedication. I, for one, know firsthand how hard this diet can be, seeming as I tried it. I know both sides of the arguments and understand them equally. The low-carb diet is a controversial method of losing weight that has been around for years. Although some have argued against this method, they cannot deny the final outcome, which is weight loss. Today I'm going to share with you the ins and outs of a low-carb diet. I will explain to you what exactly the diet is. After that, I will proceed in informing you about the pros of the diet, and finally I will explain the cons. In order to understand the low-carb diet, you must first understand what carbs are and what they do. Dr. Mark Ash tells us that carbohydrates are a major food source and a key form of energy. Carbohydrates function as a long-term food storage and sustainable energy for the human body. Dr. Rob Naves stated that carbs are actively involved in fertilization, immune systems, the development of diseases, as well as blood clotting. Now that we have been introduced to what exactly carbs are, we can learn what the pros are of the low-carb diet. The low-carb diet has extremely different views from different people. The number one pro of the low-carb diet would be the fact that it vastly reduces one's appetite. Studies have proven that when people cut out carbs and depend more on proteins and fats, they automatically consume fewer calories. Low-carb diets are also the number one diets for weight loss. This is because low-carb diets tend to get rid of excess water. They lower insulin levels, then the kidneys start shedding excess sodium, which leads to rapid weight loss in the first week or two. As with most things in life, there are pros as well as cons. Now that we have discussed the pros, we will move on to the cons. The cons of the low-carb diet often outweigh the pros because they can be so detrimental to one's health. Low-carb diets deplete the healthy glycogen in your muscles and liver. When one depletes glycogen stores, they also dehydrate, often causing the scale to drop significantly within the first week or two. This is usually thought of as fat loss when it's actually mostly from dehydration of muscle loss, which is not exactly considered healthy for the body. This loss of muscle causes a decrease in one's metabolic rate. Metabolism happens in the muscles. Less muscle means a slower metabolism, which means fewer calories burned 24 hours a day. Basically, the quickness of weight loss will eventually slow down the body's ability to actually lose the weight. Lastly, it is difficult to maintain that type of diet long term. Because carbs are such a huge source of energy, many people find themselves lacking that energy and end up being in nasty moods. These pros and uncomforting cons are sure to be why the diet itself is so controversial. Everyone should try to remember to thoroughly research any diet before committing to one, especially when people have so many opinions regarding them, such as this low-carb diet. Diets will never go out of style. It is most likely that people will always be searching for the new best way to lose weight quickly. As for the low-carb diet, it will always be around for a while, most likely because some diets just can't beat the quick weight loss that the low-carb diet provides.